Hi everyone, my name is Ogbonna Olelowe. This is my presentation on health communication campaigns. Um, this evening I'll be presenting on a topic of my choice, which is major depression, specifically prevalence of major depression in the United States. Um, In slide two, excuse me, this is my slide two. I will be talking about the prevalence of major depression in U.S. Adults um, with some definitions. Um, Major depression, or also known as unipolar depression, is an illness that can affect both the brain and body. It is a chemical imbalance in the brain and can strike people regardless of any age, race, or economic status. The illness can appear to be triggered by any event or for no apparent reasons. Or also, it is very important to know that it can also be a genetic predisposition as well. Um, so this slide is a brochure that is prepared by the National Institute of Mental Health. In this case, in this brochure, it talks about the symptoms that may be present. Some of the symptoms are poor affect, apathy, anhedonia, low self-esteem, worthlessness, and all. And some of the warning signs of suicide in elderly population is also they tend to give away their things and say things like it doesn't matter anymore. So in a nutshell, this brochure prepared by the National Institute of Health of mental health, it depicts the definition of uh, depression and some of the signs. And on the right hand corner over here is a statistical graph that denotes the sex that is mostly affected, age that is is that it comes on, and also race and ethnicity. In terms of sex, we could see that the female gender is mostly affected by this disease condition. And in age, it peaks age 17 years old. So, and in the next slide, which is slide number 3, this is a poster that I created by myself depicting some of the previous facts that I mentioned earlier about major depression. Some of the fact sheet is that it's estimated that 17.3 million adults in the US had at least one major depressive episode. The prevalence of major depression was higher among adult females, like I stated earlier in the previous slide. The prevalence of adults with major depressive episode was highest among individuals between the ages of 18 to 25. The prevalence of major depression episode was highest among adults. I'm sorry, reporting 2 or 3 races. We can't do anything without the DSM-5 in psychiatry, and also specifically in diagnosing someone with major depression. The person must have at least 2 weeks when a person experiences a depressed mood or loss of interest or pleasure in daily activities or in doing things. It should be before you can diagnose the person with major depressive disorder. At least they will have a lack of sleep, anhedonia, apathy, loss of interest in doing things that they normally used to be doing. And in these To your far left is also a description showing the severity of major depression among US adults. Those with severe impairment accounts for 64%, and those without severe impairment account for about 36%. Then on the far right hand corner over here, it depicts the treatment received among adults with major depressive disorder. Those that are treated with medication only account for 6%. Those that did not receive any treatment at all is about 35%. Those that sought the professional help, maybe a therapist, is about 15%. Those who sought a health professional like a therapist or a psychologist and also treated with medication accounts for 44% of the population. So this is my poster presentation, and I hope you enjoy this piece. Next page right here is my references. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.